You may have noticed a new tenant downtown and a nice central location. It's the Coat Lab. And joining me now to speak a little bit more about this existing business that has moved downtown and is growing right here in our community is Karin. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
All right, so let's start a little bit of the background of the Coat Lab, what exactly you do, and a little bit of your history.
So the collab really just started as a name on a building. We were a bunch of collaboratives that decided to work together. As a business and brand strategist, I was always hiring different creatives to help my clients get some projects going. And eventually we just decided it would be better to be all housed in one place. So we made our first step and leap by getting a space in the Cornwall Business Park. We spent a year and a half there just building a clientele of small business owners who needed all kinds of different things in digital marketing. And it just kind of grew from there that we received so much love from the community, and eventually the lab became something, and now it is something. It is a business of its own, and we're just super thrilled with this move.
Absolutely, and talk to me a little bit about your team. As you mentioned, it's really a one-stop shop for all types of needs when it comes to digital marketing.
Yeah, so we have a great group of people. What's unique about this is that each person is a business owner on their own. So everyone is an independent contractor with the collab. So when a project is needed, when my clients are looking for those next steps, I'm able to contract out the work to everyone in the group. So we've got a photographer with Jason McNamara. We have a graphic designer with Olivia Lynn Design. Alicia Douglas is social sorcery, helping us with social media. And then we have Katie, who's plugged in for all kinds of different things in communications with us. And we have an extended team also online. So we work with people across Canada for different needs as our clients require different help.
Absolutely, and talk to me about the importance of it. We know that obviously even before this pandemic, things were trending towards digital marketplace anyway, but it's just become even more integral to every business to stay competitive in this market.
Yeah, it's funny. When we first started, everyone was just trying to have a good, clean presence online. And of course, in the last few months, everything's really pivoted towards e-commerce, especially a lot of our product-based clients. But even clients who have services, who just want to make it easier for their potential clients to book sessions with them or coaching sessions or whatever that particular service is, making it all more available online because receptionists are no longer in the office, and getting people on the calendar. Like everyone's living off a calendar now and booking times. Like even this interview is on a Zoom, right? So just the way we work is a little bit different. So it's been interesting to see how quickly people have adapted to get online, but also embrace the changes and are having fun with getting creative with all of it.
Absolutely, and when we talk about COVID, of course, we know the effects are there. You've probably seen it with a lot of your businesses. It seems like most of the businesses in Cornwall are thriving, but maybe we could get your perspective on how small business is doing right now, and as well as your own. Obviously you have had your own challenges, I'm sure, conducting a move during a pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. I was in Edmonton at an event when everything just started to crumble, and it was one email after the next. All of our clients were canceling their projects with us, and I thought, how bad could this really get? And then within a few days, everything was canceled. All of our work had just came to a quick stall. But that was everyone. Everyone was afraid. We were afraid of where to invest our money, where to put our dollars. Was it wise to do it? Everyone was afraid, including ourselves. We always had plans to kind of pivot and make our way downtown eventually. We wanted to be closer to the small business community. But with the changes in how the dynamics of how we were working with our clients, we started to have a conversation in the middle of all of this saying, like, maybe we just need to get there now. So our goal was to position ourselves here to support a little bit better while things are a little bit strained. It's nice to be able to walk out, go grab a cup of coffee and lunch. We're right here versus before being further. Plus, we have clients coming in from all over. People are coming from different cities, which is great, and we're introducing them to the downtown, which is really lovely. So making those switches, that switch was kind of a big deal for us. But as far as our clients go, I mean, it's been up and down. Some have been thriving and just crushing it, and it's so great to see. And others have had to make some really tough decisions. So it really depends on the space you're in and how well I think you were ready to pivot and kind of, I know we've overused that word, but ultimately that's what everyone had to do, is find another way. And so many are doing that really, really well in our community. And I think it just goes to say, kind of beef up that thought of, small communities. Like we talk about big cities and all these great things that are happening, but they're the ones who are struggling really hard right now. And right now we're able to thrive kind of through some of this stuff. So I think we're really fortunate.
Absolutely, and we knew that the downtown was growing before this, and it's been wonderful to see them pivoting. That's the word of 2020, right? And really keep the downtown, through its at least tread water while awaiting the next vibrant period. So just maybe finish off and talk about that. You're in a great space now. A lot of our viewers will probably remember it as Cab Boutique. Talk to me about the space. Talk to me about being downtown. You alluded to it a little bit, but it certainly seems fitting for your type of business to be right in the heart of Cornwall.
It's so exciting for us to be closer to the actions, that we call it. Like, everyone down here is our ideal client, the people we want to support. I've always been a huge advocate for small business. If I wasn't working with or as a small business owner, like for the last decade, I think it's so important. They shape our communities. And so if we can lend our support by being here, and that's kind of why the whole co-lab concept and how we've evolved now into this co-working piece is that we want to create a space where people feel comfortable and feel like there's a community of people who get them. So right now, yes, it's great. We moved into our first unit. The one side that we have is a great open concept social space. And by next month, we'll be moving into the second unit, which will be a more focused area. So a lot of Zoom meetings are happening. A lot of more focused work needs to be done. So we'll have that plus a full photography studio for our in-house photographers. So there's just going to be a lot going on. And I think it just supports, it's great for our business, but it also supports so much of what's going on with other small business owners. And we're just so excited to be here. And we're trying to just live in the moment of that excitement right now, because it is not an easy time for small business owners. Everything is uncertain every day. There's the potential for news that will derail everything. But if we can try to work together and stay positive as much as possible, I think we can get through this.
Absolutely, and I think that's the perfect note to end on. So, Karen, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Congratulations to you and your team on the new space, and best of luck in the coming months with your business.
Thank you so much.